this could really be the end of the Canelo I was born ready era. And I'm going to explain why in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, before Canelo fought Dmitry Bivol and lost, I made that same statement. I said we could have possibly seen the best of Canelo. I knew the Bivol fight was a dangerous fight, and that proved to be the case when Bivol beat him. And I said, I think it's the end of the Canelo era. And when I say these things, I don't say things like because I'm malicious and I'm just giving you my opinion. This is YouTube. That's the beauty of this platform, right? So people can say whatever they want. Oh, you're hating on Canelo and all that type of stuff, but you can't prove me wrong. Now, Canelo did a recent interview, and Canelo Alvarez expressed when he might be coming back to the ring. And he said in May, he said he might return to the ring in May. And Dmitry Bivol is a guy he would like to see again. Also, conversation about Usyk. I'm not going to spend too much time because I think that's the ultimate cap. He's talking about fighting Usyk. I mean, Canelo man fans, they got to get their story straight. When he lost to Dmitry Bivol, I heard a million Canelo man fans, and they told me, they say, oh, that's because light heavyweight's not really his division. Canelo's not big enough for light heavyweight, but he won a title there. We can't only when Canelo loses, switch it up. That doesn't make sense. He knocked out Kovalev at 175 light heavyweight. So he was a light heavyweight champ. And keep in mind, nobody told Canelo to go back up there. He could have fought on Showtime with PBC in bigger and better fights to me, like in terms of blockbuster fights. And that's Jermall Charlo, Errol Spence at a catchweight, or David Benavidez, they're all fights that I really wanted to see. Canelo decided his fate and he lost. But this is why I'm double downing on my prior notion that we may have seen, the best in the end of the Canelo era. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Canelo's beating Dmitry Bivol. What I seen versus ZURDO Ramirez and in the first Canelo fight, it's an uphill battle because that boy Dmitry Bivol can fight. He can really fight, and stylistically, his style is a whole nightmare, as you see from this picture behind me, versus Canelo. Canelo has slow feet, flat-footed, made a lot of money and noise in the game throughout his career, fought Floyd Mayweathers and Cottos, and has had these big events. Bivol seems like almost like a machine, and he's really kind of a throwback fighter to the point where he's not just worried about money. He's like really trying to etch his legacy. You can hear by how he talks. He said before he even beat ZURDO Ramirez, he doesn't really care if he fights Canelo. He says post-fight he understands the business, so he's not saying he's not willing to fight Canelo, but he says if he had it his choice, he'd rather fight for undisputed against Better Biev. I mean, Better Biev is a monster, so anybody that wants to fight him willingly you got to give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have an undefeated record and something to lose. We did see Bivol get rocked by Joe Smith Jr., who Better Biev destroyed in 2 rounds or whatnot. So I don't see Canelo beating Bivol. So it's really Canelo's in between a rock and a hard space and a hard place because he can duck Bivol again. There's no more Triple G. I mean, there's really no reason to see a 4th Triple G fight, and he'll be 41. And it didn't do good at the box office, right? So there's really very few options on DAZN for Canelo. Bivol is a good option, as about as good as they, without getting into other networks fighters like PBC. That's about as good an option as you can expect for a Canelo fight. So it just happens that that's a super dangerous fight for Canelo Alvarez stylistically. And ZURDO's bigger. I mean, imagine this man's confidence. ZURDO is bigger than Canelo. They both hail from Mexico, but ZURDO is like, I've stood next to him several times and covered several of his fights. He's legit, and I've stood next to Canelo. ZURDO is a big dude. He's legit 6'2.5". Because I remember seeing him in Denver. We were at a fight, and he was fighting on the card, and it was like one of the first times I had seen him. I'm like, who's this? He's like a big dude. Canelo's not really big like that, right? He's a great fighter, but he's not big. So I don't know. I don't see what Canelo's supposed to be doing with Dmitry Bivol, who I think is a great fighter and really a top talent, a top pound for pound guy. So Canelo, he can say whatever, but the other thing is, if you fight him and you lose, there's no excuses anymore. If it may look worse than the first fight. You got the hand surgery and time off, and you got to win with Golovkin. There's really no excuse that you can give to not look splendid next to Dmitry Bivol in a second fight. So it just becomes a major uphill battle and definitely a do or die, high risk type of scenario. And then if you try to do some like cheap move, like rehydration clause or fight him at 168 where he's not a light heavyweight champion, then that'll show that you're not really comfortable thinking you could beat him. Let me know how I did in this video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the prettiest. I make boxing look good, and I'm the best in the business. And I'm out. A lot of people ask me what I use to create content. Things like YouTube thumbnails that generate thousands of views. For the first time ever, the cat is out of the bag. I use Canva Pro, but Canva Pro is so much more than a YouTube thumbnail maker. Use Canva Pro to curate content for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, and a whole lot more. Flyers, flowcharts, you name it, with Canva Pro. Click the affiliate link in the description to get Canva Pro. Many features, elements available to you. Take your brand to the next level. Invest in yourself. It takes money to make money. So sign up for Canva Pro today. Happy creations. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.